na omanka na nka hwa obi na nyamedia che bebrebe say ye goldie say ye damoni fangu ne anya beka wi ewie na boy nsuo na go bebre rivers asase be enyo man before God and man I want chira ye fam attentinam I sometimes get na say me tiase na voter reveil all the way from Upper East na ninam sa na begu epum na ekọ now tiri ve nam ha now like enti me and do and fide ya ho ayade we need to sit down soberly and deliberately take policy and decisions ebe transforming or my intentem enti o man penny mama responsibility na Ghana for that 2 years ranye ketiwa enya agrasem na person da na say the way other shares here no it is clear to everybody say he means business. No promise no he's trying as much as possible. But one of the things are we tend to take the people for granted. Say a petuminti, meko kaka bibia keke. 2 minutes and say yeah. Now after done or hobia. We need to bring some credibility, into our politics. Say answer no be make campaign promise no. Now pampa what you you've thought you know what you are communicating and some waka. And see mestre he promised so by forming the cabinet within the first 14 days. I think say why any in way. Okay, say Obenya lane government are on party ministers be out of the 30 sector ministers here on Yanano, or to about 23. Yes. And minister be appointed about 2 of them, deputies now can see our council studios are 18. Or the count now one is pepe. I fed a lot of our people. If you know now opinion making. In a very smart way, Parliament was saying that say, the president will come out and apologize to the people and appoint more ministries. And I make as a President Mahama on your new person album down. He's been present before. And so only and some make it that promise. And so for him to come back now and say, Debbie, appoint him more. No. I don't think Ghanaians will be happy with a thing like that. And once he has made a promise, he's determined to keep to that promise. Regardless of Nebekosi at this point. Nyame china kwenya wesi na madana sa account. O share the caliber of young persons. Ya momu appointments even as CEOs no. As a winning. He's done very well. Now young people. I don't know if I'm still part of that answer. I'm getting close to that generation. The point I want to make is say you see this year na edija na dia so na mestre menuanu munyi na amanya appointment say public service enya dia e wo fem because office na okono obi o wa ejuma for more than 30 years ebi obi kra ejuma wansa na ye wo enti ejuma no ono ti ase kra sin bibia enti ukọ na wan cooperative the person yes na se bi na me krake me na me political appointment me pena meya you run into trouble. And tebe here say nipa na kwakotu mu ho no se bi oboni ni dia se fata se obesua bibia free omo nchen na wo so de na odi free fie di ba ye de ba boa na ejuma na tumpo akọ enim na Ghana fanya mfaso no best free me nuanom nyina se omo nyesa otwe NDC ye kum ye dos ye pa nipa ye to abama president mama this year more than 7 million people na meboa enti ontimi appoint obia into positions this nyame aboa na wakohye bebia aye wasede so mbo betimi aboa others no na so aboa. I'm not saying say obi in self fata fa komano so be self fata so be do be mano. We need to be more creative because there how you can see any ejuma asem be creative, expand, grow the business, bringing more people na obi anso e want on kakra. Now, if there's something Ghanaians spoke very loudly and clearly about in the last election, the way we carry ourselves, especially in Yetumia, all Ghanaians require from us, and say, need momo, yebe brave once. Now, yasumne or pepa. Ghana should be the number one priority. Everything else is secondary. Ghana can't call Ghana ye, and they're the priority. The message na masre nyame amobia se nyame ankasa enkom ho no momo adwen ekom be faso office bia okobia no bia tena hoda so ye MPP na tena ho say this new konenchen ofie go and engage him, go and interact with him, you have a meeting with the person na sue be free ne ho Baby only pan a mistake or a genuine person or bet you say, oh, could me buy me a series in this amboa and also Christian repeat the same team view. Now make sure somewhere in the
no, or party for who say, oh, yes, I engagement. That's all some issue.
You see, and I make at the end of the day, Ghana na ye building. If I say, Obine, Oti, how now we are anchor of this particular show. Now if I say, oh, yes, CPP ni, na me NDC ni, next na sim bet na baby out here. Then I bet na make I say, I'm so yes, CPP, me bound chain, and baby sorry. It's so I bet now, quite what done me time for. And I'm in this CPP, me no yen decomobium. Yanka said, we can't do it like that. They will not be the way, because you need that institutional memory. You know, yes, they'll give you handing over note, but is it everything they can put on paper?
No.
It's not everything they can put on paper. And definitely, you need to talk to somebody, you know, and to invite a chief executive, oh, boss, Pachobra, and you're having lunch in my office. Say, I don't think that should create any problem for anybody. And Semester said we should calm down, we should open up, we should learn more. But all of us are hitting the ground running. There's no time to waste. President Mahama, from what we see right now, has barely 4 years. Now within the human year. Say NDC bet now there so after 4 years. And now on to now there it will be dependent on the year within these 4 years. And to me say all the appointees be Ukudu office, yen koyeri ya hune yensum Ghana mine. Yen koyeri ya hune yenye juma. Na Ghana fo nyina ho se ampampa yesum omine no ene beboa. Na masremi nuanom na omunam nam questioning President Mahama appointment. You see, when he sits as a president, and as a time no a flag bearer no, won't hobi. Ni onim no, unim. I say, edwuma na ye no. Ebi ya koya man say ebi ya better radio so ya kasa no ye nkwa na ye edwuma
mo na mo ye politicians
ye na ye politicians no because ye tie account from him ye na ye ko TV so enti say we dey until we need our radio so and am go TV so she say we are not working. There are people who are doing leg work. There are people who are financing the party. There are people who are strategists, who are writing. People are, and some people need political power. Maybe you some kids well. It's just like I say every day, football match. We go to the stadium 90 minutes. We watch a match. But what goes into that one single match? You have no idea. And the various rules are meant for play behind the scenes. Yeah. But you do match anymore. The person you see the coach that is standing at the touch line. I say, where you may say, Obi. Nya man for nete wechi. Producers nete no moye because obi anti omonka o. Ha enti no mesram. President Mahama means well. I don't think anybody out there will claim say he loves NDC more than President Mahama. I said be with me I can say on me kwa happen to obi a ono nim say obi edwuma de atia say na ban anagana. Now me Obi, I said this thing, I know people will not be happy with it, but as a nation, we must be determined, say we'll move in that direction. Say, on money ye ne on money can connect pair. At all material time, we must put our best foot forward. And to send the panel. Oh, the problem we seem to be having is that sense of nationalism, patriotism. Say, Ghana, you know, like Japadi, see, na bebo who buy. Regardless of which political party you belong, any in your Ghana. And to my Mungana Beda say, obedient and to me, so many opportunity, Mamiko win a meeting and Amazomeko. Otherwise, say, Obi Nebet, you man always named dear but manabwa. No, my name is Sumona. Why should I have a problem in giving him the opportunity? Why should I? Nipa Okana same say, Yapun da Kojare, Ebia Unimono, Mimiti Minimono, Mimi Hunida. But Oman Penny na appoint no. Chief of staff need penny phone Oman Penny. Oman Penny don't just get up and make appointments. And I'm it goes through a lot of consultation. And you know, now taking the decision. There are other people. Why do you have the chief of staff? Why do you have national chairman, general secretary, and several other people? Watch us here. Say when we do that, you are questioning the judgment of the president.
And this is the same person, President Asanya the committee to organize the National Economic Dialogue. The same person is part of that.
You understand? What does he know about him? You understand? So you don't question the judgment of the president because now you are insulting his integrity. Just so no nim adie onim ne oye. Yes, I pointed just anybody. I have heard our friends and people who work within the GRA setting. When the name emerged, even most of the GRA workers themselves, they were not happy. The first accusation is the man was working for KPMG.
KPMG, yes.
Now KPMG, under the former administration, almost virtually the human resource management at the moment, and they were doing recruitment for GRA. And so the perception is that once the man was coming from there, or your MPP, and they might have recruited their own people into the system. I've received a lot of calls. People have called me. There's also called GRMO platforms. Some people even screenshot issues are the same here. And the workers themselves too are not happy. Some of these people are called agitation now. They may not necessarily be NDC from people. Anybody that can instigate and mobilize people to go and do this. Because don't forget the police need better honor. Your interest, Obi. Naka GRA boss there, police get to you may have several people have interest. And in their view and their opinion, they think that they have served the party so much, they have contributed so much, and so they are the ones who deserve it. Until once I'm born, buffum, and they can do a man of things. But what I'm saying is that if there's one lesson of us must learn very quickly in politics, and say politics is a marathon race. But within
sprint.
No, but within that marathon is baton and I say the friends say
baton yes sir.
Because obi be chassis obi di be ma appointment here is it cast in stone? Is that the end of it? People will be reshuffled along the line. People will resign along the line. A lot of things will happen. And just bid your time. Give the president the space. Allow him. Opegana ye, this year. President Mama, I know say his greatest legacy or him. Said by the time he's exiting office, now by ye Juma, Nentia Kaba Toa, Yato Abama NDC, and he's handing over the party in operation, in power. And on so pay. And you on to an Amobia behind the mestre, Minianum say, Obia Abutre. We just took over Abutre Misremo, Obia Relase. Let the government start working. Now, once the 24-hour economy has been announced, the president's focus is going to go so much on agriculture. You see, the problem we tend to have is that you can't equate no, the equate there. Me, Madame will be friend me. Where university of Fredo Pejuma says, I'm saying, Juma now be sano. What be saving the condition of Samuel Kawanyanana? Who could do way? I don't know if the money come out 3,000 Ghana cedis. Now, Neka na 3,000 Ghana cedis, Obi. Everything I drive in 2 days. Obi. Mean sorry, I meet here and I say, me come constituency. I'm cramming, I'm 30,000 if that's not me, I'm a weekend. What I say? And see, I know, but, me call me village, me see me pay a punching at all. And then the least I've been appointed by quite Obi, 1,000 Ghana, 1,500 Ghana cedis. And I'm admonishing the young people say, backyard, a top bamboo. Who they just do a pen. Who need because the friend, or the boy, my name is top pointing, a friend, get one everyone say, oh, triggers America. Nembano, who the friend, or the boy, my name pointed 3-4B. Never two backyard draw. Who surround a pa, who didn't be more no more. Fansu BCO, and you must hear the same thing. Give yourself 6 months, 1 year, before you realize you have 20-30 goats. And see, there are things we need to encourage people to. I'm telling you, Obi, animal husbandry, me, from where I see what I know and where I see things, is the best place to make money. Oko every chop by Bia Krabia, you're top punching them all. Have you asked yourself punching everything? We are buying it from Togo, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire. I'm telling you, goats. I mean, no, you're go to Ministry of Agriculture website. Fish are you Ghana hyena more than 50% you're imported from Deba. And then your fish farming now. You have to go and excavate the land again. You have this white container in store and swing. Before you realize when your fingerlings bring your feet be and these things unsure what is so and power you might be our piano or their call. So you're a driver, so you're a teacher, so you're a nurse, wako and you know bar. No, you are getting additional income from other sources. Because where this country is today, Obi, want to mean now radio wage and you way
one stream of income.
Now, Barbet in your money style. Now, you're submitting me the telephone and sent you a benny do, Obi to me, and nothing now you're not going to be a lawyer. And the time I only have piano, court. And I'm a boy. And maybe I say do next bet now say media me a teacher ni
lawyer no say obi yo musita
I guess
yeah kaso dey na do handkerchief ni be
say I tell them that this some everybody must endeavor to get multiple sources of income and to make life more comfortable. And so in conclusion, I want to sincerely thank the leadership of the party for the confidence they've reposed in the young people.
Yeah, Fred, I'm not happy. But
we'll open the door then for more young people to come in. And so corner from Osei. Now baby I'll come there traps. It won't be that. And then I may say okwa brown wase francophone on the fad kasa. Oh nimna kodru baby. Now see oh boss mensro Messi dama wa transact within 6 months. Now say open down to na wani ajama na broso. Who open the doors in Simawa. By the time Messi ba kwa ma no asi 10 amane ho. Asempa ona ho becho
my friend. Kofi.
Yeah.
And we picked reports from GRA yako the Intrani ahimfuni bi ko kasai omonso enim papa no have said say he contributed to the growth of the party in the region and in the constituency because when you NDC near but this subculture it's getting alarming.
Maybe no more immigration was
yes immigration US there yeah you can touch
later
on
okay get me account okay so at least these things are family home on a kwame kese kasa then I'm sure lawyer Efed
lawyer fa yentimi enya no court and they will speak to him tomorrow
okay Menchia Paul Disoso also OT and Dr. Lawrence and Sister OT minim so ma be Drew Ghana there
okay
o ma ye dwuma
why Paul mo
na Paul ne
esa Paul ba Ghana
me wan so me catch so wan kan
oba be to aba be campaign but see how do assign ko US
I'm sure so be serve a position
why Paul Disoso
so say ne sister call retirement it at least so be revival the Disoso name
Paul there he is living quite good in the US
but it's about giving back about giving back I took Kwame Nice in town it's okay it's okay Dr. Lawrence is sorry bro for kese no atra Omrana position now so betro bobre o tie me na me catch no atro bro for kese sa beji position na ye adwuma na ye hwese won so ye competent sorry I was criticizing the bro for ni sa nto be na obi oh yeah so
what was offer many offer many now lego no me ya dey president o lego no a test chat
na I think no kwa bit na ye kwan ba kwa ma o ku
na campaign time we
don't make that mistake we have Vanda don't do that don't worry it is covered don't worry Fred
okay dear mama Kofi nkaza Kofi we are yes Kofi
last week
good to see you though bro good to see you
in fact last 3 weeks last week me can simbi me can 3 weeks ago me can last week and me can asemo me kan
say is more opposition to say no bibia fa say the oti me no aye pe
o kan dey martin okay
me kan say
yes
ye mu bi no ye mpese John Mahama be fail ye pese John Mahama is successful if he says so John Mahama is successful o my Ghana dia eno nkyere se MPP ntimi ma ba mu bi obi wuti hoyi se udi ye a eno nkyere se mi ntimi ndi ye nti eni kwan se me sai memre se me sewo Minu agwenyo ameye director of comms for NDC no ene wabeye member of parliament inti even though samre no wanya ne wo hwehwe no and then Yamia Tonsuper Guswa, a whole constituency. Inti, my point is, Yera Mahama Betimia di Ebua Mamua den faso diebe Bregana. Nenso Nyamia Aduma 2028. Ghana for Akase, okay. Baby a pesi ekwe. MPP ideas, MPP candidates, ni susuye, ni solutions, any direction a Ghana pesi heading. Yeko. Therefore, we'll vote for MPP. Inti mimi sorry dako en shedam fan susuye bi nsi mitrim se me pese me say NDC. En fan fa so de bi amrem because $1 ne ko 20. Be affect me. So what I say. But you see, the point is that goodwill na yenya no ho. Akoye se insu a egu kremu se kra ye punu mu pa ye de mefen epunu mu a ye de insu egum. Na sa goodwill no se wo ye oniema yi a san na insu pa ne bi togum. Ba wa anya careful a twika se yesi utue ayi kra no ho a utue ga se utue bibia tokro bi be bo ho ketoa bi a obon se nsuo no enwunu sa na political goodwill na etie nti egu kra mu a ya poni mu because Ghana for edi aduhwam bi na afore wo se won hihye ne won niema no asoye ni nti bebu oman no sa aduhwam ni nti no oyamfum so bi kra asa omunhu ye nti ubehwa a obo ase niema ne baaye no yanka ne te se de kan adwurade no even though 11 people ne wu obo ase because NDC for the so that goodwill enti mistakes ne niema nkitinkiti bi a ACC no ase Ghana for nyeden ehun ye enti they may not criticize you, they may not attack you, they may not say anything, but no more yeden omo hwe de wo ye ni say utue ade no ho ebedru baabi no ubetue dru baabi a otare enye yie bi na afa nsuo no enwunu and then you get to a point afa wo bo wakra na Ghana for no be di. That is what happens to Abayan Hudra Besina Kunyina. In the MPP, ye drew baby no. Afe ya dependina no, nenye ni pafebio. Me I have said, say, and I am ready to debate this with anybody. In terms of achievements, I am yet to see any president of Ben Kufuado. In terms of achievement, I can debate. Me say I can debate anybody. Well, on record.
It's debatable, so
me say on record. From roads to schools to education
to economy.
Economy, of course. Now say economic challenges, you know. Yebusa say challenges are we and na ultimately the year. In the midst of the challenges, what were we able to do? We were able to pay teachers. In fact, teachers are it is an achievement.
Paying teachers.
In the midst of the crisis.
In the midst of the crisis. Crisis man now. We are seeing
you are talking about your record.
Yes, exactly. I'm saying I'm saying that is part of our record. Okay. Ghana public service workers and civil servants be antenna about 1 year by Is that not a fact? What are you talking about? So even in the economic challenges, our record stands tall. But my point is, there was some governance challenges here. It take away what? The goodwill. That's the point I'm making. And nobody would debate that fact. I will never debate that fact that we had governance challenges. Affecting goodwill. Intinu na echie sa kra no ho. Ene insuo no yeden enyunu ti afi no Ekufuado ya de pa bi mpo a Ghana fo hu bio. So people started saying, what are your communicators doing?
Yeah.
Why are your communicators?
Yeah.
No, it's not that the communicators are not talking. Ghanaians had checked out.
The goodwill was
The goodwill had dissipated. Enti di obeye bia no enye nipa fe bio. Enu nti na ye nuanom NDC fo eso musua nyansa efiri ye die nim ye challenges no mo fa ba free ye haw no na akoka na obi akotwe Freddy Blake kra ye bi okoka na obi akotwe abronye ye bi masa abronye ye bi Freddy Blake ye bi Kofi Tonto ye bi enu nti na ye goodwill no ye den sign nti se wo bibi ade be ye mfato ho a famfato ho a ebe edi nsuo ni bibi abeka den ebe abegu kura nim enye mfato ho ebe twe bia ye den efiri mu. So when the NDC started, you could see say now revenge be ewo makuma mu.
That's true.
Ebro be poisonous thoughts be wo ho. Say, you know what, we are going to punish these people. And that was the beginning of goodwill na ehwien kakran. Because for example, obi ye adwuma obui on count. No one match it. Eko ho se okopam no. Bi anipa no to ma. Bi anipa no wan to ama ba wan koto. Eno na ma wonya difference na wonya ye no. So in a nutshell, that person's decision benefited you. When you call for MPP for more juma mua, or more juma ayo, MPP for more juma mua, still a man kotoaba because of other governance issues they had challenges with. Tinipana woko GRA, ako disrupting a juma no. Bia no yesa MPP ni na wan kotoaba nibi. No kan homa ira mahama be your man penny. You never know. Bimpa no koto abama mahama, but adwuma mo ntimi nyi nanim. Ti that behavior say ye be konyuma so any ade any akose nkofo niama ne all manner of things. Why? And who told anybody? Say in politics no, the obetna radio so kasankwa na a politician. Me madam for ba ku bi wo ho. Friend Sam MPP mu si ese obi ye adwuma che na de oye adwuma che na Akufo Addo enso obi anim ne da obi anim ne da me ne na wa abrochiri up to now this wa ye we ni aba wansi Ghana hada enso me se obi ye adwuma che na bi Akufo Addo ne ba wo mia but obi anim no wanya party ni so mfa so da krompo da. There are people sacrificing for this party. Me wa kokra bi wo fin so 85 years old man. Otina phone onyanya wo phone so a me donyame ube free so na di be 5 hours. Just I think in some way ni tirimu o person o kire wo na o de ko bua party ni chichire ne nkanko. You have no idea. So Abrantia na wo NCA na wo kwa attack no unma adwuma na wo yema NDC behind the scenes. In fact, one of them said they say mu ensemu amoka no reverend no unma adwuma no ne papa na o chief of staff here. Your friend is saying crime. Yeah, na me refi.
Julius Debra.
Yes. I was say unma adwuma na o ne papa na here. Sa papa ya wo GRA amomu bu afu no unma adwuma bia wo here. Bia sami betena so akọ donate your friend is saying pickups any motor bicycle. Do you know where Sammy gets the money from? Unim nipa mpanyinfo a hye Sammy achi a bia omo na hye no ma na hoden a wotimi de yes adwuma. You don't know. Enti ye nuanom NDC for ntiase say they were voted to govern. They were not voted to seek revenge. They were voted to govern, not to seek revenge. Because Emra, Omuko Ghana for Hodi Omu manifesto ne ko chire Ghana for no. Now Omun chro revenge omu baby. Manifesto na revenge. Na vengeance. It was nowhere in the message you sent to the people upon which they voted for you. It was not part of your message.
Oh, it never be almost how.
Said no, that's not vengeance.
No, there's no vengeance anywhere.
It's not a revenge.
No, it's vengeance, not revenge.
No. You see,
there's a difference because they did it. And I'm for better money.
No, me, I see it as vengeance, not revenge, because there is the perception say Bonibia Koso, and the Boni is against.
You are misinterpreting the point I'm making. Vengeance now may make I've put that vengeance in context. The vengeance I've put in context and say Obi ye mi bibi pamel mi free office into me babe ye bi.
That's revenge.
I've put that in context. You can seek vengeance, revenge. It comes in different forms. One be our bro for so na vandal. Revenge.
No revenge, dear. Me, I don't see that. I see it more like vengeance.
So my point is that sa actions now mu taking no man ko Ghana for one country almost say ye beko VRA, ye beko GRA, ye beko Bui, ye beko Ghana gas akopamo. You never communicated that to Ghanaians. It was never part of your agreement with Ghanaians. In any case,
commitment.
In any case, didn't we sign a law, the Vigilante Act, that says, say, hooliganism, ne acts of illegalities, ne sa niemani nyina no. Yentwem. Yenina mu NDC mu ka ho a mu gina President Akufo-Addo konso ma ne sign mra ebeye mra o magana. Na ede na obu ama yede mra ba se bibi nye na de kro na wo de ma yede mra ne ba ya no wo ba ya da de kro na wo so asa be shase. So I'm telling them, we voted for them to come and govern, not to seek revenge. They should focus. Na say omu goodwill no esan, it will shock them. And then illegal mining a mode year campaign. Mundi 1 month kra masha say ebi. Oh yes, someone who reports now bano.
Yeah, Erastus the yellow.
Yes. Say yes. Joy. Yes, NDC people have started
sanctioned
according to Erastus.
Yes.
That it is sanctioned by some elements.
By some elements within the ruling government.
Say already.
Charlie.
When people are engaged in wrongdoing,
they have to be dealt with.
Deal with them accordingly.
Yeah.
See, we allow this and say, now the party time they are be fra.
Fred, and then don't even try.
Fred, on that note, MPP was to say we were not singing now. Obi abone wamunina. And then the affair na be chim ni papa kuye boni I should deal with him as an individual. David Jasa.
Fred, but Obi the man was my
Fred Angase who say be running am the hot rod do.
Officer no kan na no me ne yadwe. Ati me I will not say but one say nipa de I don't mind you must move forward. You can say de bia
by say impanyifo ni bi hyehyede ekoso na chi.
And
nobody Kagalam say
there be meka
no make we no and na make officers na manfo invade no. Well obi pe GRA we anya.
That's as possible one.
My
boys in shit ties. No, yeah, trust all
as I sit here. Do the number of people are on my friend. Oh, honorable.
No, yeah, then. Yeah, say yeah.
You can't put pressure on the president to do what he doesn't want to do.
I like the.
You understand? I'm out for the
political correctness.
That's the word I was looking for. Oh yeah.
You have to.
See, once you're a vandal, then you always be a vandal.
When you get
me more fans are. That's another level. What you say? It's another angle.
VMate would have to send a special petition.
No, I think we need to. We must. Me should have VMate will bring more. Oh yeah. No, I haven't seen a lot of VMates.
No
non-VMate.
No non-VMate.
I think I had drink.
And you know,
Ova should call him to order. No, they must summon him before Father Bacchus. He needs to answer certain questions.
It's a worry. It's a worry.
It is.
Anyways,
yes. I want to say, "Yan sheni ye." On na Kofi aka nyina. Na me say okay. My main file for 8 years back. Nyama BAC. Yes, sir. Board the conversation. Because I really mean it cost me a nyamfe. And in person bet to us. But my pretending as though Neko ye who be done.
And they are the shah.
And yana shas you. Sanyama way. Go back and check.
But
when NDC lost elections in 2000,
I spoke about it.
People like Dr. Tonedu, traffic more crowd beat me born as some say pine.
And I'm saying,
we have a history. We have come from somewhere.
I even went as far as mentioning names.
Yeah, I agree. Madam, I was say, yeah, this
communication strategy. I hope so far.
Atik Mohammed, Akwaba me until.
Mejusu Obi, Nedi kan mamincha ye chief nyina na mincha Republic of Gamaga for. Na mema menua Fred Nchunkwa. We met. What was there? We all swore an oath of secrecy before Father Marcus. Tuba Montina Bezo betrays our oath na hadrin. Oh, but don't worry, Vandals have always got we've always got our own all the time. Intimate why? Now near because Mamisha is free vigilantism. I think that near because in the acts of vigilantism. UFA Act 999, Act 2019 999.
Yes.
And it prohibits straight away. Section 3 prohibits, the vigilantism and everything related to that. Now, the most interesting thing is it prohibits the activities and the groups. But over interpretation, which is Section 11 now, and this is where it is very instructive to note. And I told the police, I've said this before, as a damper is on holiday, so I come here and say, once we are ushering in a new government, there has to be some slow movement with respect to police enforcement of laws and rules. And I think that's really a problem.
Because so far, Sanuma way in start here,
Yes.
It's not on record say achieve.
No. Have you even heard? Say Bibisa Ekoswana police ababe pamom. Much less arrest anybody. And I think it's becoming problematic. Case,
police for the cohort ene. But the people any challenge
outnumbered them.
Budos hon. Yeah.
No, but that is so. No.
A lot of people went there.
No.
Oh yeah. Benghazi far.
Hey, why was he once convicted of murder?
No, almost on NDC.
But Mamisha, me person Misha is free vigilantism. Near because in the acts of vigilantism, they may not know. You can vigilantism according to the act, and yet, you can say. Kuaya bohudin and I am man din say kui a friend azumizi and sana be vigilante group. Listen to the interpretation of vigilantism according to Act 999, Section 11. It says vigilantism means an act or threat of violence or intimidation undertaken by a person. So you can be engaged in vigilantism to further the interests of that person or any other person affiliated or associated with or related to a person or connected with an activity listed under Section 1. And it will be a sponsor. One gaza na udi upe ekoye ne uye ya. Nina they are considered acts of vigilantism. And mrano HSA boni.
Look at the video. And the way and GRA.
This is obviously show of intimidation and an attempt to intimidate, which falls under the definition of vigilantism. Na Mika and we no. Look, Kofi was talking about goodwill. The fastest way to nibble away goodwill, because you. Can't afford the internal way to lie. That's the point people need to recognize. Say Abana yet to ma Ura John Maman, and in this phone qua, in this phone qua, there's anka on your percentage of Onyan. So you must recognize that Ghanaians can't afford the company before Nakotu Abano for a reason. Kofi spoke about impunity and some challenges with governance. Impunity is one of the challenges they had as a government. Arrogance and our perceived arrogance was one of it. What you must hear. And the fact say, Nenobi Kukosu, and there was either hesitation or no action at all to correct some of these things. Ninyina Ekahubi. They Ghana for to a mobile and formed those into you can say a bundle of anger. They vented on the MPP on December the 7th, 2024. What I say, and the because you already kind of be a jadada. Say, this is not what we voted for. Because that's why we gave you overwhelming victory. So we don't see some of these things. I didn't. And you say, card, and I'm with win here. You won convincingly. And what is going on? Now, and I think, unfortunately, as a Kanukre, whoever is doing the appointment is giving life to the perception, say, it is only party for Nedibumai. But people must understand that political parties are vehicles. They are not necessarily government machines. They are just vehicles to form governments. So it is not always the case that party for there are people who are outside of your party. You need them to govern. And the president decides, he may belong to a political party that is not mine, and that is different from the NDC. But he has goals to deliver to the good people of this country. Or the manifesto na call, the promises na call. And I say, as soon as in a bit me aboame, and I wako you muzi there be on this ninti. Onfa sebi obi a onbona mbambra. Number one truka. At the end of the day, party people might be satisfied. Now the generality of Ghana will be upset. That's not how you govern. And if this is the model they are adopting, and the NTM say after the appointments, that perception say it is only NDC for my appointments, When apart from Jantua, who else is not NDC? And I'm not talking about just ordinary NDC. All of them. Tell me who is not. To the extent that the entire youth wing of the NDC is collapsed.
But the good thing now can I say, all the persons who have been appointed to have the competence and ability.
Masa Jai Sam Komona Udi Jai. That is a slippery slope.
No, a different argument altogether.
Masa is a slippery slope. Why? Family and friends were they under his? They all were qualified. Mm-hmm. But why did we have issues with that?
No, but that was different.
But nepotism has nothing to do with competence. What you say? Mm-hmm. Nepotism, which is a form of corruption, has nothing to do with whether the person is qualified or not. When we talk about Nkrofu who are politically exposed, why Ntimima? Obi is a business guru. But the fact that he's politically exposed would stop him from engaging in some transactions. Yeni Brian Yechi or Kromanu didn't. Not because he lacks the competence to run whatever he was seeking to buy, but he can say, look, he is too politically exposed to be engaging in such transactions. And they are all qualified. Who wasn't qualified under Akufado? You have friends and family who wasn't qualified. Only you have degrees. In fact, people have longer experiences than Crawford. But the principle is what matters. You can be competent all you want. Uko family and friends are a hydrogen. That's what they call cronyism. And now, if you are a friend to the president and appointed, cronyism, that is the problem. And I'm saying, sir, the way I transition Crawford from party into government, it could be counterproductive. Obi Media, I am all for youth empowerment.
Okay.
But it appears there is this unbridled migration or transition of people from party into government. And that can be a huge problem.
And from party, what do you mean? Sir,
you see, executives.
Non-party executives.
Or government appointees.
What is wrong with it?
That's the point.
The party, which is the vehicle, might suffer in the long run.
That is one. And second, leaving government Nipana or Kwabainamono has raised a great deal of expectations. Oya campaign people are expecting you to deliver on those expectations. So what is here? Who can say me ba 5,000 men, 3,000 women, 10,000 children, 1,000 infants. Usu bejo munina. Aviwa bedru. Jack, about 5,000 men. What do you think is going to happen? 3,000 women, what are you going to do? So there are party expectations. My view is that usually party executives must stay in in the party, even when you win power and after you've won power,
even when they have the competence to govern, to join you in governing the country.
You see, when they say there's a difference between making a choice and making a rational choice. All choices are choices, but some are not rational. And as a rational agent, you always want to make choices that are rational. The fact that Nipan is qualified doesn't necessarily mean say udi no kwa ebe. Now when you qualified, do you know the number of people in NDC who are qualified? There are people who are more qualified than Crawford. If that were the basis now, but I'm saying sir,
no contribution, no job.
Okay.
NCNC. Written code.
Says one way Juma undidi.
Now that's what it should be.
But his governance all about. So this is patronage, which is a problem. What I said. That so we have now descended into the arena of patronage, and that's look, it's an enemy of democracy. If you understand my drift, patronage is a great enemy of democracy, and it is one of the causes and sources of corruption. Say, oh, what campaign we are rewarding you with a position.
That,
you see, patronage, you need beyond now. Do patronage now? You need beyond patronage. Say, we are rewarding you for your loyalty.
Not just that.
No, I'm just Unaka said no chop, no contributions, and no contribution, no chop.
But I think, are you not being too idealistic?
Yes.
No, I'm not saying, say, there won't be a few people, in party positions who will be migrated. Okay. But it appears a wholesale thing. It says
the norm now.
Me see the entire youth wing is collapsed. There's no youth organizer. Boss score, deputy score.
Yeah.
Until minimum some by elections, some be promote you. I don't know what's even going to happen.
And they have
this is the first time. This is the first time who say an entire wing is collapsed in this manner.
You don't understand.
But that is up to them. I'm just saying, sir. Your political correctness
youth wing in a
it's gone.
Communications bureau.
Oh, how do you do that? No, but I wasn't working for government.
So doesn't matter.
No. Your private business is different from no. Are you comparing nobody pays their taxes to me?
The minister in charge of youth development and empowerment. By virtue of the fact that you are confirming as a minister of the state. NDC National
Youth Organizer.
No, that's
go and find out, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interject.
No, I'm giving you the time to help us.
Almost all the national executives, and I say, board members, board chairmen, some even became executives.
With oranges.
No, but at that time we didn't. Wow.
No, why? No, me. Under Mahama, under His Excellency the President, the first coming. No.
Yes.
I said Ungetia was a member of board. Ovojambo was a big board, Zagapoa, GPHA. We didn't complain. No, it wasn't an issue because boss dear, they don't meet daily minister and not to a CEO who works on daily basis. Board dear Mushia once a while. What is here? To help, shepherd the organization in the direction you want. But I'm saying, sir, and I quite say, like, says the idea we have a transition from the party into government, and that could be a problem. And Mikako see near Ekosiisen, say, Yakoi Nipa, and Sabi, you cannot, unless you are questioning the judgment of the appointer, who is the president. Sabi, Mr. Mika. On him, Yansao, and on him, Nipa Betty Habuano. And our Koi Nipa say, would you near who way and near why me jidis a who call. You can say, Jerry, una bit me abuam. Already the Minister for Finance is clamoring said they need to exceed revenue targets, even though because there are handles that are going to be removed, and we haven't had alternatives.
Can alternatives even be brought in?
No, I don't at this point. He does not. You understand? So, I know in itself is a problem, and if the Finance Minister recognizes, we are having issues with revenue generation. And our revenue to GDP effort, and our revenue effort low. Now, young Crawford increasing in revenue. Now, I'm not sure the president made the choice without consulting the finance minister.
Oh, sure.
That's all because he's going to run your fiscal policy. No, see, assume siko ho a ebeboa. Already we shall say more targets that are going to be difficult to deliver on. Mumma papa nya bud enya so embeye adwuma. Munu na more intimidating him. How do you think he's going to deliver? Already adwuma na ide amanu na enye bete o. Na near Ekosiise, he's going to be looking over his shoulders at every turn. No? Say a way the man ye any minutes be a bit bochu say in. How would he have the presence of mind to work? And for say it could even be a PPP or it could be GCP, whatever. Once or a Ghana ni. The fact that he's a Ghanaian entitles him to occupy that position. What you say? He can be there just like anybody else, whether or MPP ni or now NDC. And Sebu, has anybody shown his MPP card? I just say he's a registered member of the MPP.
Or NDC.
And now NDC. Why?
No.
Obiaye?
No.
And are we now saying, say, so who nye card bearing member and our executive of NDC would ye abenjuma de untiminye? That's what we have been told. Adia yedi ye we endra anya wudeno. Ene ebi kwaswa mem jindi se wu ya ye bebe fwaso. And is also beginning to cast a certain doubt on the judgment of those doing the appointments. They are calling into question the judgment of the appointers. And I think that is very, very, very unacceptable. Says Sebi omu nimni omuye anti muna muye dede wo honum no muna munimni e fata di magiare between you sir vigilantes any the appointers when they see the importance of GRC between the two of you when they see GRC like the importance because they know how revenue is important to their governance. They know how important revenue generation is important to the economy. You think they'll go and make a wrong choice? And they'll mortgage their performance with appointing Obia on number. You think they'll do that? Because pressure on the buy, look, economy is tight. When the exchange rate was on a free fall, no. Yambo Koviton to Dino, Yambo Fusoja Biadino. It was the president, the vice president, the finance minister. Almost sooner they be a man for Esugu Miwa. So you think if they had a choice to stop it, to stop the free fall, no? And when they make decisions, you want to question. I think it's becoming one too many. 1 month of Sebi running around is enough. Abainu is being formed now. They should just abandon running around. And there are people are I dare say and it doesn't make sense. Omunyina wa wu piapia omukra usu yesi vigilantism no echo. What is here? And you think if you were that indispensable, wa biachi obi who said the president would overlook you to choose somebody else? It's because the president knew say even without choosing you, the government would perform optimally. Until you know. You should be looking elsewhere. There are so many positions, and then I think on hourly basis, green letters. Utua congratulations. Na dimbi etechire. Obehuwa an hour later na green letter no so aba bonting. Do you say where anye year go elsewhere? Ebi mu start here no. They wanted her anye loko her anye loko. Fifth attempt in the year. And you start here na anye year. Ebia o piu pimpima wanje ya cylinder Ghana cylinder betima ye
mortuaries
if fan authority no so wo ho ni nyina ya ba adwuma
government agencies dey do
also
130 plus
won nti ba kwa anye yi a na deputy so wo
mortuaries nso nkofo nimba cash ho
and dey mintimi nkire
Osei
no sika wo say amount for preserve the dead so I don't know how that will work anyway but
we said they will license the various mortuaries.
Authority.
And to the person guy, you can even be innovative. Encourage the building of more mortuaries. What is it?
A traditional medicine.
Also, authority be.
Oh yeah, that's a traditional.
Under the state, like
it should be under the Ministry of Health.
Yes, I want to regulate traditional
alternative medicine.
That would be an interesting place.
Master, some more doors to be
you go be chasing be medroing na license. Oh, okay.
They don't go there from FDA. And FDA.
No, under the ministry, I think.
When I have to find the name. Traditional medicine.
Oh,
and
okay.
Alternative should be alternative
we had
medicine.
a CEO, but there
Oh,
was a young
interesting.
guy, very brilliant young guy who was in charge of it.
Okay.
Until you try back on year, move to the next. Look, the Ancrophobia man to Mudi, and I was shocked. Oh yeah, Membodi. I was like, how could they looking at his we are trying to honum, no, man. You see his expert where?
Joseph Yamina.
Minimum, no, I don't know his expertise.
Ministers, they are say they are
Deputies.
deputies. Apart from they are
No, me can obi wo na minim no. Nipa no why juma in a certain sector before or hunim there and all that. And he was also one of the outspoken ones. Me wana
America J.
Oh, NEIP. Oh, mami mano, congratulations. Eric Sudia wa boy juma. Hey, Eric de wa bre so.
Some Sudia wa can be.
No ni juma no. Eric Sudia wa bre.
The telescope na
Oh, munya butrema no. But you see, Eric is one person I foresee doing well because he knows when to do what and say what.
And
when
maybe also Kai may be free by.
So no person
should be able
to guide him.
Asempa this year.
Ufri Sampa Suma him crew.
What
back crab a bonnet troca.
I must say, no, as well. Until media, Yamaka say the appointing authority, you are forming a government. Look beyond party, because if Ashasiano appointments, ifrafra. I don't believe anybody is neutral in this country. But Nkrofo who are not known NDC for, but it will become you neutralize this danger. So they are going to say NDC near my position is an outlier. And that is a big problem.
I think my main way in Chem as we wrap up. Unfortunately, Dr. Emma Santewa, we have a paid for interview. I say a fan into we should be wrapping up. But the Finance Minister, Dr. Kese Latoforsen, I inaugurated a technical committee to draft a legal framework for the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board. Now, Oja committee in the membership now. Very interesting. Samij and Fair Squad.
Minerals Commission. You be.
Are you sure?
Are they maintaining him?
I don't know. But
Fred,
for now, he's still the CEO.
Minerals Commission.
In the Marietta Ajewa Brew, Legal Counsel to the President Kahon, Dr. Abdul Basit Aziz Bamba, Dr. Johnson Siama, former Bank of Ghana, Dr. Tony Obin, former CEO Minerals Commission, Jojo Kakra Bannerman, Head of Financial Market, Standard Chartered Bank, Martin Kwekwe, CEO Minerals Committee, meaning that he's still there, Joseph Iroko, Legal Minerals Commission, Eric Bukari, Manager Small Scale Mining, Minerals Commission, Paul Eliklim, Blebu, Deputy Manager Gold Desk, Bank of Ghana with Gold Desk.
No, sir,
Kwabena Ajeman Banin, Chief Technical Officer MEF, Ernest Esiedu Odami, Director Corporate Planning PMMC, Sharon Kwe, Head of Business PMMC, Business Development, Mohammed Abubakar, Director of Finance PMMC. PMMC for the doors.
They are the technical people.
Yeah, the advice. That's the picture of the finance minister and more.
Gold board, what is it meant to do?
In the gold board,
I didn't read that.
But that's
what PMMC does.
No, I know when you're.
No, I'm speaking to his explanation.
You know, I was the board secretary for PMS.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's the deal? Debian and I who's the one did you know? Hey, coffee pa. Hey, who's who did you betch? Jai. Massa, who did you betch? The board secretary, board youngers, we may member crying that from the secretary. Hey, coffee now we are who's there who cry the day down. Now, when I'm the small mine. Coffee pa. Govina miswana misubi mawi. I'm for the in secrecy.
In the Roger Kwati Gold Trading Consultant Godwin Ama Ewaso Kweku Efai Swahini, Chairman of the Chamber of Bullion Traders. Any award Richard Kofi Afenu, or a geologist, mineral economist, finance, private legal practitioner. Are quite tough. In the Nipano endorso, but I think
about 20-something people.
Yeah.
But what is the gold board? Okay. What is it and what is it meant to do? If you can help
gold
with
board, no way, no. Okay, let me see. Because of time, because of time. Also, the most comprehensive way is in the manifesto. The party's manifesto has a comprehensive way.
Is it meant to do gold purchases?
Oh, yes. Gold purchases is part.
What they are saying is that, go ahead.
The next NDC government will develop a national policy to restructure the small-scale mining sector as follows. 1. Set up a gold board for the small-scale mining sector to provide mining support services to the sector. Ranging from concession viability, health, safety, and efficiency in mine operations, equipment financing and mining input, research and standardization, gold recovery optimization, as well as post-mining and land reclamation services. This is what, hold on, when they were manifesto name, as to say a Juma team way. The end is manifesto.
Page and look at the description. A Juma also that the gold board is now going to be the national assayer.
Oh yeah, they will do the national assaying. They will do the
PMMC is the national assayer.
And as a PMMC can become an agency under the gold board. But what's wrong with that?
How? They will come under
Why how?
They'll come under the board.
Why how? Can the PMMC not become an agency under the gold board?
No, the gold board is an agency.
Hold on. Like CMC is under Ghana Cocoa Board.
Is it under Cocoa Board?
No, but they work under Cocoa
No,
Board.
don't say.
They might not report administratively to Cocoa
That's the
Board.
point. It's a separate body.
Duplicity.
They are not under Cocoa Board.
What stops PMMC? PMMC is already buying gold.
Yeah.
You come and tell me, say, you are setting up a gold board to buy gold.
And see, this thing about doing mining support services for small scale mining.
When PMMC is already the national assayer.
No, and this thing about
PMMC is providing gold.
No, and the bit about providing mining support services, It means you will provide equipment.
Hold on. I don't know if it would fall.
What kind of dinner you don't know if it will fall?
Sometimes the manifesto commitments you make, when you put technical teams together to draft maybe they can take certain things.
So at the moment, besides the gold bond, what is it supposed to do? Then I can. No, why? There is no draft in Bia, Akosu, or no dream or they are true. But manifesto is a document you can speak to and be covered.
Obianya appointment in infantry, Forestry Commission.
Send you either to corner and aqua.
I Missy, I attract Rancroft. You are jumping.
Greek one.
Some forestry in Greek. Some forestry in Greek.
Oh, Mamma should in Mamma.
Anyway, but me,
confirm to them.
You're trying.
But at least, Mahu Forestry Commission, Mahu SIC. SIC, Abba.
In fact, they are quite to say which exams now results in Baba Kubakuna. Oh, we are ba econometrics aba, macro aba. Only say micro 2 aba.
SIC say a year man in Yamama. James Ajenim Boateng.
Oh, me nwa.
James.
Mr. Say Nidin by a man in Yamama.
Me ebe me nwa.
SIC. I'm expecting James to be.
I mean there.
But SIC is a big deal.
Oh, big deal.
State insurance.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
Me, that's my desire. James ba.
The most powerful state institution.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm.
Why is it powerful?
I think why you not read about SIC?
Oh, is that insurance?
So no, manage.
What is powerful about insurance?
Yeah, the point within this Anka all government projects ni program they are supposed to be insured.
Or form insure, but
they don't.
Private sector for any day.
No, is it by law?
Say
that SIC should insure all government.
No, it depends. It depends.
Value for money. The word is value for money. If the premium is lesser,
honorable and the okra. Say unimino.
Yeah, Kumasi guy. Tag your punk.
And the okra. Forestry Commission.
Oh, sir. Now, what information do you say?
Nanyamina, Metia, Fidie. Information is Bassa. Is there a GCB, brand new MD Abba? A Bassa.
No one natural letters.
Information. Now, when
Papa didn't chromo, until free never.
Papa been in the
So, did you have two coin?
Oh, no. Not their own kind. Own kind decisions from the Supreme Court. So, Papa, no, the first only had just one to me. No,
letters now, man, for the charges, and me and
Oh,
start and Jimmy's animal. No,
and I singers now.
letters need as well ink pen. Ink can.
I think there's some more travel travel printers near. They obey me your print.
We now chat anyway. That's fair. That's true. Anyway, you're trying to say
GCB
Abedu.
I see.
UCB bank guy and also looking very nice. Koko kama.
Why your friends?
They didn't even treat justice here.
Are you?
Information.
Anyway,
Okra na Eco Forestry Commission.
Information.
No, I mean it's okay. Well, we wish them well, and we
Eric
wish.
NEI.
Oh, Eric, dear, me man.
Malek Basintale, why?
That's a dead news.
And then Sunipe Eco Man Aquaba,
Easy.
5,000 men.
3K.
Anyway, I think the government they deserve a 3 months.
Unim Chief Farihan Al Hassan.
Farhan. Yes.
Unim no.
Papa.
Or to say fair.
Onwa.
GCB.
Oh, he's the deputy MD for Stambek. Into your God GCB. He's a solid guy. He's a solid guy. Obia we di. Nux policy.
Deputy Minister.
Please.
Obia we di Nux politics echi. Obeka said in the year 2004, he contested with Abu Fogo.
Yeah.
It was an interesting contest. Oh yes, solid guy. He was then in KMUST.
Guys, I was saying Anka US and Commonic Akraba, Memrason. You was saying na me dey. Kafra. A running story. They do not Trump started a running story.
Yeah, bomb pass money when election for being tias here. Who mammy grown for your break? Donald Trump.
Yeah, the mobile power actually. Ghana for na sorry kromun timi nkobio.
Oh. Donald Trump no
Oga Donatus. Onu Glausi said they should go to churches and schools. That's one way to go churches and schools to arrest. Oga Donatus. But one thing Emi Dewo ni oyi hu eye.
Oh. Domi na who Margaret answer.
Why you?
Mago I say baby.
Agent Ghana agency enterprise agency.
Ghana enterprise.
Oh, sika come Crofidi fa MPP de omo masika ko papa. Omo masika ko hu na ye hu. We need to audit all those agencies so. Sika no fa hin what's the recovery rate?
Margaret answer Mago. I think I know when you
we need to audit those agencies. Sika bebre unum say enter declared 8 billion.